Start of story. My beloved child, I come to you in this very moment not by chance, but by a divine appointment choreographed in the heavens before you were even a thought in your mother's womb. I have seen the way you have been carrying that piece of paper, that digital notification, that weight that feels like a mountain pressing against your chest. You think I am distant, that I am busy governing the stars and the tides, but I tell you truly, I am closer to you than the very breath in your lungs. I have seen the tears you wiped away in secret, the ones you didn't want your family to see. I have felt the quickening of your heart every time the mail arrives or the phone rings with a number you do not recognize. You are worried about that specific bill, aren't you? The one with the deadline that looms like a shadow over your peace. You have been calculating and recalculating, trying to find a way to make the numbers align. But the math of the world does not match the abundance of my kingdom. Hear me now, my precious one. The struggle is reaching its conclusion. I am the architect of provision and the father of mercies, and I am stepping into your living room, your kitchen, and your bank account this very hour. You have been faithful in the small things, and even when your faith felt as tiny as a mustard seed, it was enough for me to work with. Do not look to the left or to the right for your rescue. Do not look to the systems of man or the promises of those who cannot sustain you. Look to me. I am releasing a sudden financial miracle into your home, a breakthrough so precise and so timely that you will know without a shadow of a doubt that my hand has touched your life. This is not just a coincidence. It is a manifestation of my love. I am opening the windows of heaven to pour out a blessing that will not only cover that specific debt, but will overflow into every corner of your existence. You have felt like you were drowning, but I am the one who walks on the water, and I am reaching out my hand to pull you up. The fear that has been your constant companion is being evicted today. Replace it with the quiet confidence of a child who knows their father is the king of all things. I own the cattle on 1,000 hills, and the silver and the gold are mine. Why then do you worry as if you are an orphan? You are my heir. You are the apple of my eye. The miracle I am sending is already in motion. It may come through an unexpected source, a letter you didn't anticipate, a reversal of a charge, an inheritance, or a sudden opportunity that only my wisdom could have orchestrated. Whatever the channel, the source is me. I want you to take a deep breath right now. Feel the tension leaving your neck and your shoulders. I am taking the burden from you. You were never meant to carry this alone. The world tells you that you must strive and toil and stress to survive. But I tell you that you are designed to thrive under my grace. This financial breakthrough is a sign, a token of my covenant with you. It is a reminder that I have not forgotten you and I will never forsake you. Every time you looked at that bill and felt a knot in your stomach, I was there, whispering to your spirit to hold on. Now, the waiting is over. The season of lack is being swallowed up by the season of my favor. I am doing a new thing, and even now it springs forth. Can you not perceive it? The atmosphere in your home is shifting from anxiety to praise. Prepare your heart to receive, for my blessings require a vessel that is open and expectant. Do not limit me with your logic. Do not try to figure out the how or the when with your finite mind. Just trust. This miracle is personal. It is for you, specifically for that need that has been stealing your joy. I am restoring your peace, I am restoring your sleep, and I am restoring your hope. You will look back on this day and testify of my goodness. You will tell others of how your father stepped in at the final hour and made a way where there was no way. This is only the beginning of the wonders I have in store for you. Walk with me now, in this new light, knowing that your needs are met, your debts are cleared, and your future is secure in my hands. I love you with an everlasting love, and my provision is as infinite as my grace. Your home is no longer a place of scarcity, but a sanctuary of my abundance. I am moving through your corridors, sweeping away the dust of despair, and replacing it with the golden light of my presence. Think of the peace that is coming, the way you will finally be able to exhale and smile again. I am not just paying a bill, I am healing a heart that has been bruised by the harshness of the world's demands. You are precious to me, and I delight in being your provider. I see the sacrifice you made, the times you went without so that others could have, and I tell you, your generosity has not gone unnoticed in the courts of heaven. I am repaying you now, not just in kind, but with a measure that is pressed down, shaken together, and running over. The shadows that have darkened your doorway are fleeing before the brilliance of my glory. You are about to witness a turning point, a divine intervention that will rewrite the story of your year. No longer will you be defined by what you lack, but by the richness of my mercy. Stand tall, my child, for your redemption is drawing near, and the miracle you have been praying for is at the very door, waiting for you to simply believe and receive it. This is my promise to you, and my word does not return to me void. It accomplishes all that I have sent it to do. Rest now, for the Father has taken over. Do you hear the sound of the chains falling? It is the sound of your liberation from the spirit of not enough. I have heard the silent cries of your heart when you looked at those numbers on the page, those numbers that seemed like giants standing in your path. I am the God who slays giants with a single stone. That specific bill, the one that has kept you awake in the middle of the night, the one that has caused a knot of tension in your chest, I have already marked it as paid in full in the heavenly ledgers. You are not just a number to me. You are my beloved. I am moving people you do not even know to act on your behalf. I am opening doors that were bolted shut by years of systemic lack. This miracle is not just a coincidence. It is a calculated, divine orchestration designed to show you that I am still on the throne. Look around your home. I am saturating the very atmosphere of your living room, your kitchen, and your bedroom with the fragrance of my provision. I am breathing life into your bank account and your resources. Where there was a drought, there will now be a spring. Where there was a desert, a garden will bloom. I am the Alpha and the Omega, and I am the author of your financial story. I am rewriting the chapters of struggle and replacing them with testimonies of my faithfulness. You have been a faithful steward of the little, and now I am making you a ruler over much. This is the season of the great exchange. I am taking your ashes of worry and giving you the oil of joy. I am taking your spirit of heaviness and giving you a garment of praise. I am touching the hearts of those who owe you, and they will find no rest until they repay what is yours. I am touching the minds of those who have the power to grant you favor, and they will find themselves compelled to assist you. Listen closely, for I am speaking into your tomorrow. The mail will bring tidings of great joy. The phone call you have been waiting for, or perhaps the one you never expected, will carry the news of a breakthrough. I am releasing the hidden treasures of darkness and the riches stored in secret places. You have wondered if I had forgotten you, if the prayers you whispered into your pillow were lost in the wind. But I tell you, every tear was caught in my bottle, and every petition was written on the palms of my hands. I am doing a new thing. Can you not perceive it? It is springing forth even now. I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. I am the Lord your God, who teaches you to profit and leads you in the way you should go. I am granting you divine wisdom to manage the overflow that is coming. For I do not wish for you to merely survive. I desire for you to thrive so that you may be a blessing to others. You are a conduit of my grace. As I pour into you, you will find yourself able to pour into others without fear of running dry. The spirit of poverty that followed your ancestors stops with you. I am breaking the generational cycles of lack and setting your feet on a broad place. No longer will you have to choose between necessities. I am providing for all your needs according to my riches in glory. Your storehouses will be full, and your vats will overflow. I am rebuking the devourer for your sake. The thief who came to steal your peace and your prosperity must now return what was taken sevenfold. Believe in the power of my word. It is a lamp unto your feet and a light unto your path. This light is now piercing through the financial fog that has clouded your vision. You will see clearly the path I have laid out for you, a path paved with mercy and abundance. Be still, my child, and know that I am God. The pressure you feel is the birth pangs of your miracle. Do not let doubt steal your peace at the very threshold of your breakthrough. I am aligning the stars, the seasons, and the hearts of men to fulfill my word to you. This is not a temporary fix. It is a permanent shift in your spiritual and physical reality. You are moving from the land of just enough to the land of more than enough. I am your shepherd, and you shall not want. I am your shield and your great reward. I am standing over your finances, speaking peace to the storms of debt and lack. I am commanding the waves to be still. The specific amount you need, the exact deadline you face, none of it is a surprise to me. I was there when the debt was incurred, and I am here as the debt is erased. I am the God of the 11th hour, the God who arrives exactly when he is needed. Trust in my timing, for it is perfect. Trust in my love, for it is unfailing. This miracle is coming to your home like a rushing wind, clearing away the dust of despair. It is a weight being lifted from your shoulders, a song being placed in your heart. You will tell of my goodness to the generations to come. You will say, "The Lord did this for me, and it is marvelous in our eyes." Receive it now. Open your hands and your heart. Let the peace that passes all understanding guard your mind. You are cared for. You are seen. You are deeply loved. Your provision is here, and it is more than you could ask or imagine. The Father has spoken, and so it shall be. Walk in this truth, breathe in this hope, and watch as I move the mountains that once stood in your way. Those mountains are not merely moving. They are becoming level ground beneath your feet. Even now, as the dust settles, you will see that the path I have cleared is wider and brighter than anything you imagined. I am not just a God who meets needs. I am a God who exceeds them. The specific bill that has been a shadow over your household is being illuminated by the light of my providence. I have seen the way you have checked the mail with a heavy heart, and I have seen the way you have avoided the calls that bring only stress. But I tell you today, the tone is changing. The messages you receive will no longer be demands for what you do not have, but reports of what has been provided. I am working in the secret places, in the hearts of bankers, in the minds of supervisors, and through the hands of those you have helped in the past. My economy does not fluctuate with the world's markets. My supply is not hindered by inflation or scarcity. I am the creator of all things, and I am speaking a word of multiplication over your household. Every dollar that leaves your hand for that bill will return to you as a harvest of 100-fold. I am breaking the spirit of poverty that has tried to claim your lineage. You are not just receiving a one-time miracle. You are receiving a new identity as a child of the Most High, an heir to the riches of my glory. Do you feel the shift in the atmosphere? The heaviness that once sat upon your chest is dissolving in the warmth of my presence. I have heard the silent cry of your soul asking, "How, Lord?" My answer to you is not a complicated formula, but a simple promise. I am your provider. I am the source that never runs dry. Even as you read these words, my spirit is moving to orchestrate the suddenlies that will change your story. This is not a miracle of one day. This is a miracle for this day. I am the God of the immediate. I am the God who turns water into wine in a single moment, and I am turning your lack into a surplus before the sun sets on your season of struggle. Do not be afraid to hope again. I know your hope has felt fragile, like a bruised reed, but I will not let it break. I am strengthening your inner man so that you can carry the weight of the blessing I am about to bestow. For what I am giving you is not just for the bill. It is for the peace that comes from knowing you are forever under my protection. You are not an orphan searching for crumbs. You are a child of the King standing before a banquet. I am opening the ledgers of heaven and writing, paid in full, across the debts that have haunted your name. Not only am I clearing the path ahead of you, but I am also restoring the years the locusts have eaten. I am bringing back the interest on your faith. Watch for the signs of my movement. A sudden phone call, a refund you didn't expect, a gift from a source you never considered. These are the fingerprints of my grace. I am breaking the cycle of just enough and ushering you into the land of more than enough. You will not only pay that bill, but you will also have the seed to sow into others who are struggling. I am making you a conduit of my abundance. Your home will be a sanctuary of gratitude, no longer a fortress of fear. I am silencing the voice of the accuser who tells you that you are a failure because of your finances. You are not defined by your bank account. You are defined by my love for you, and my love is limitless. So breathe deeply. Release the tension in your jaw and the knot in your stomach. The check is already signed. The transfer is already in motion. The miracle is not just coming, it has arrived at your gates. I am the great I am, and I am saying to your mountain, be moved. I am saying to your valley, be filled. I am saying to your heart, be still and know that I am God. This specific miracle is my signature on your life, a testimony to all who know you that I am faithful to my promises. You are entering a new rhythm of grace where you no longer chase provision, but provision chases you. Walk in the confidence of a child who knows their father owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. Your name is engraved on the palms of my hands, and your needs are always before my face. Receive the rest I am offering you. Rest from the striving, rest from the worrying, and rest in the certainty that I have already taken care of it. This is my word to you, and my word does not return to me void. It accomplishes exactly what I sent it to do. You are blessed, you are provided for, and you are free. Step out into the light of this new day, for the miracle has begun. My child, hear the resonance of my voice echoing through the corridors of your home, for I am not just a visitor passing through, but the eternal inhabitant of your life and your household. The atmosphere has shifted, though your physical senses may still be catching up to the reality of the spiritual realm. I am the Lord of the breakthrough, and I have seen the way you have clutched that specific bill, that document of debt, that notice of arrears, with trembling hands and a heavy heart. I have counted every heartbeat that quickened with anxiety and every tear that fell upon your pillow when the world was quiet. I say to you now, that burden is no longer yours to carry. I have taken it upon my own shoulders, for I am the great debt canceller, and my treasury is inexhaustible. Look beyond the numbers on the page and see the signature of my grace already overwriting them. I am moving in the hearts of men and women you have never met, positioning them to be instruments of my provision. I am opening ledgers in distant offices and commanding that your name be highlighted for favor. This miracle is not a coincidence, nor is it a stroke of luck. It is the deliberate, sovereign hand of your Father moving heaven and earth to ensure that you are not put to shame. You have wondered if I had forgotten you, if your prayers were merely hitting a ceiling of brass. But I tell you that every word you whispered in faith has been stored in golden bowls before my throne. Now, I am pouring them out as a rain of blessing that will saturate the dry ground of your finances. You will look back on this day and realize that the very thing that threatened to break you was the catalyst for a level of abundance you never dared to dream of. I am removing the spirit of heaviness and clothing you in a garment of praise. I am breaking the generational cycles of struggle that have tried to claim your lineage, and I am establishing a new legacy of wealth and generosity in your family tree. You are no longer defined by what you lack, but by the richness of my love for you. Every locked door is being dismantled, and every mountain of debt is being leveled into a plain. I am sending an angel of provision to stand guard over your mailbox and your accounts, ensuring that what I have decreed for you reaches your hands without delay or interference. Do not be afraid to hope again. Do not let the scars of past disappointments prevent you from reaching out to grab this miracle. It is yours. It is settled. It is done. I am the God of the sudden, the God of the immediately, and the God of the just in time. Even as you read these words, the wheels of divine providence are turning in your direction. The specific amount you need, the exact figure that has caused you such distress, is already being released from the storehouses of eternity. You will not have to beg, you will not have to borrow, and you will not have to compromise your integrity, for I am your source, and I am more than enough. Receive the peace that surpasses all understanding, for it is the guard for your heart as you wait for the physical manifestation. I am turning your scarcity into a surplus, your not enough into more than enough. Your house shall be a house of testimony, where neighbors and friends will see the evidence of my goodness and wonder at the God you serve. I am restoring the years the locust has eaten and returning to you the joy of a life lived under the open windows of heaven. Walk in this new authority, speaking to your mountain with the confidence of one who is backed by the King of Kings. The miracle is here. It is knocking. Open the door and welcome the overflow that I have prepared for you from the foundation of the world. Let your heart be anchored in the certainty that I am moving even in the silence. The delay was not a denial, but a preparation for a greater glory to be revealed through you. I am strengthening your capacity to receive, for the blessing I am bringing is not a trickle but a flood. It is a flood that will wash away the debris of fear and leave behind a fertile ground for new dreams to grow. You have been in a season of pruning, but now the time of harvest has come. The clusters of fruit are heavy, and the winepress is ready. I am anointing your head with oil, and your cup is beginning to run over. This specific financial miracle is just the first fruit of a season characterized by my supernatural supply. You will look at that bill, that source of your recent sorrow, and you will see it as a monument to my faithfulness. It will be a reminder that your God is a provider who sees, who knows, and who acts. I am even now speaking to the winds of change to blow favor upon every application, every request, and every project you have set your hand to. The favor that was on Joseph in Egypt and the favor that was on Daniel in Babylon is now resting upon you in your current situation. You are being positioned for influence, not just survival. I am giving you the treasures of darkness and the hidden riches of secret places, so that you may know that I, the Lord, am the one who calls you by name. Rest in this truth. Let it settle deep into your marrow. There is no power on earth or beneath the earth that can stop the flow of my blessing once I have commanded it. Your future is bright, your path is clear, and your provider is the Almighty. This word is your anchor, and my love is your shield. Step into the fullness of this day with a song of victory on your lips, for the miracle is accomplished, and the peace of God is your portion forevermore. Do you hear the sound of the rain? It is not a storm of destruction, but a downpour of my supernatural supply, beginning to saturate the dry ground of your finances. My child, I have heard the whisper of your heart regarding that one specific number, that looming figure that has sought to steal your sleep and shadow your joy. You have carried it as a weight, but I am lifting it as a feather. I am the God of the specific. I do not just deal in generalities. I deal in the intricate details of your daily bread. Even now, the gears of my providence are turning in ways you cannot yet perceive. I am moving upon the hearts of those who hold the keys to your release. I am stirring the memory of those who owe you favor. I am aligning the stars of opportunity, so that the very thing you feared would be your undoing shall become the testimony of my faithfulness. Do not look at the balance of your accounts with eyes of flesh, for they can only see what is present. Look with the eyes of the Spirit, which see what I am bringing forth from the invisible into the visible. I am opening the windows of heaven, and I am not merely cracking them, I am flinging them wide. The provision I am sending is not a trickle, but a flood that will wash away the stain of debt and the residue of worry. You have wondered how it would happen, searching for a logical path, but my ways are higher than your ways. I am the God who found a coin in the mouth of a fish and who multiplied 5 loaves to feed thousands. Your situation is not too complex for my wisdom, nor too large for my treasury. I am speaking to the north, south, east, and west, commanding my blessings to find your address. There is a knock coming to your door, a notification coming to your phone, and a letter coming to your mailbox that will cause your heart to leap with a sudden, holy recognition. My Father has done this. This is the hour of the sudden reversal. Where there was a deficit, there shall be a surplus. Where there was a demand you could not meet, there shall be a supply you cannot contain. I am doing this so that you may know, beyond any shadow of doubt, that I am your source. Not your job, not your government, not your cleverness, but me. I am your Jehovah Jireh, the Lord who sees and provides. This financial miracle is not just for your comfort, though I delight in your peace. It is a sign of my covenant. It is the evidence that you are not forgotten. I am removing the spirit of heaviness and clothing you in a garment of praise. I want you to walk through your home today and speak peace to every room. Declare that the spirit of lack is an illegal immigrant in your household and that it must depart now. I am establishing a new rhythm of abundance in your life. You will no longer live from paycheck to paycheck, wondering if there will be enough, for I am leading you into a spacious place. I am giving you the power to get wealth, not through toil and sweat alone, but through the ease of my favor. Watch as the obstacles that seemed like mountains melt like wax in my presence. The red tape is being cut, the delays are being overruled. The no that you received last week is being transformed into a yes that will exceed your expectations. Rest your mind, my beloved. Let the tension leave your shoulders. The bill is being paid, the debt is being canceled, and the pressure is being released. I am your advocate in the heavenly courts, and I have ruled in your favor. This is your moment of breakthrough. Breathe in my peace, for the check is already signed in the Spirit, and the manifestation is at your doorstep. You are my heir, and all that I have is yours. Step forward in confidence, for your miracle has arrived, and your joy shall be full. I am reaching into the very details of your life right now, for I am not a God who stands at a distance, but a Father who is intimately acquainted with every concern that weighs upon your heart. You have looked at the numbers on that specific bill, and they have seemed like a giant standing in your path, mocking your peace and challenging your faith. But I tell you, that giant is falling today. I am the God of the breakthrough, and I am moving in the unseen realms to align everything for your benefit. I have heard the silent prayers you offered when you thought no one was listening. I have seen the tears you brushed away so your family wouldn't see your fear. I am the God of the secret place, and I am rewarding you openly. The exact amount you need is not a mystery to me. The exact digits of that bill are inscribed on my heart, and the provision is already accounted for in the riches of my glory. I am opening the storehouses of heaven, and I am releasing a suddenness that will leave you breathless with gratitude. You will see doors open that were previously bolted shut. You will see favor extended from places you never expected. I am touching the minds of those who handle your accounts, causing them to look upon you with kindness, and to grant you extensions, waivers, and unexpected credits. I am even causing the very systems of this world to work in your favor, for I am the sovereign Lord over all creation. Do not be afraid of the news or the economic reports, for you live under a different economy. You are a citizen of my kingdom, and in my kingdom there is no lack. I am the one who provided manna in the desert and water from the rock, and I am the one who is providing for you today. This financial miracle is entering your home right now. It is coming through the mail, through a phone call, through an unexpected refund, or through a divine connection that I have orchestrated just for you. I am breaking the spirit of lack that has tried to hover over your household. I am speaking a blessing over your bank account, over your wallet, and over your resources. You will no longer be the tail, but the head. You will be above only and not beneath. I am giving you the wisdom to steward this increase, and I am giving you the heart to be a blessing to others. This is a season of transition, where the heavy yoke of debt is being snapped by the anointing of my presence. Feel the lightness returning to your spirit. Feel the joy bubbling up from within. This is not a dream. It is the reality of my love in action. I am the master of the impossible, and I am weaving a tapestry of grace that covers every deficit in your life. Look beyond the natural circumstances, for the spiritual storehouses are swinging wide for you. I am sending a fresh wind of prosperity to blow through your accounts. You will see a supernatural increase that defies logic and escapes the understanding of those who rely on earthly wisdom alone. I'm also giving you wisdom, divine strategies to manage the overflow that is coming. You will become a conduit of blessing to others, for as I pour into you, you will pour out into my kingdom. This is the divine exchange, your lack for my abundance, your worry for my worship, your limitation for my limitless power. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end of your financial story. I am rewriting the chapters that spoke of scarcity, and I am penning a new conclusion filled with glory. I am calling forth the hidden treasures of darkness and the riches stored in secret places. They are being released to you now. Every seed of faith you have sown in the past is coming into a harvest season. Nothing has been lost, and nothing has been forgotten in my sight. I am the just judge, and I am ruling that your accounts must be balanced by the riches of my glory in Christ Jesus. Peace, be still. The storm of debt is calming. The waves of anxiety are settling. You are safe in the boat with me, and we are reaching the other side. Your shore is the shore of plenty. Your destination is the land of more than enough. Walk in this truth today and let your heart be light, for your Father has heard you and your Father has answered. The bill is paid, the burden is gone, and my grace is sufficient for you in all things. Trust me, for I am faithful. I see you standing at the threshold of this new day, and I want you to know that my eye is upon you. I am not just paying a bill, I am restoring your dignity. I am removing the shame that comes with the struggle and replacing it with the honor that comes from being my child. You are not a beggar at my gates. You are a son, a daughter, at my table. Everything I have is yours. The resources of heaven are being funneled into your life because I delight in your prosperity. I am teaching you to walk in a level of faith that you have never known before. This miracle is the training ground for the greater things I have prepared for you. Do not look at the past and its failures, for they are buried in the depths of the sea. Look forward to the manifestation of my promise. I am the God who makes all things new. I am the God who turns the desert into a garden. Your home will be a place of testimony. Your neighbors will see the change in your countenance. Your friends will ask what happened, and you will tell them of my goodness. I am confirming my word with signs following. This very week, you will see the first fruits of this financial harvest. Be bold in your declarations, for life and death are in the power of the tongue. Speak to your finances and command them to align with my will. Speak to the debt and tell it to dissolve. I am backing your words with my power. Rest in me. Abide in me, for I am your all in all. Beloved, as you rest in the shadow of my wings, understand that my gaze is fixed upon every detail of your existence. You are not a number in a vast sea of souls. You are my child, and I know the exact figures that have caused your heart to race in the middle of the night. That specific bill, the one you have tucked away, or the one that flashes before your eyes every time you try to find peace, is already under my jurisdiction. I have seen the arithmetic of your struggle, and now I invite you to see the mathematics of my grace. I am not limited by your salary, nor am I bound by the economic climate of the world you inhabit. I am the source, the sustainer, and the provider who calls things that are not as though they were. Even now, the gears of my providence are turning in your favor. I am moving hearts you have never met to act on your behalf. I am stirring the memories of those who owe you, and I am prompting the release of resources that have been held up in the spiritual realms. This is not a season of maybe or perhaps. It is a season of it is done. I want you to feel the heaviness lifting from your shoulders even as you read these words. That burden was never meant for you to carry. I am the great burden bearer. When I said I would supply all your needs according to my riches in glory, I did not exclude the debts that keep you awake. I am releasing a fresh anointing of favor upon your household. You will walk into your home and feel a shift in the atmosphere, a transition from the scent of worry to the fragrance of my peace. Look closely at the coincidences that will begin to manifest. A letter that brings joy instead of dread, a notification that speaks of a balance paid, an unexpected credit that defies logic. These are the fingerprints of my love. I am doing this so that you may know that I am the Lord your God, and there is none like me. I am breaking the cycle of lack that has haunted your lineage. I am establishing a new legacy of abundance for your children and your children's children. You will no longer be the borrower, but the lender. You will no longer be the one seeking crumbs, but the one hosting the banquet. Trust the process of my timing, for even the delay has been a divine protection, refining your character to handle the wealth I am about to entrust to you. The miracle is not just for the payment of a debt. It is for the liberation of your soul. I want you to dream again. I want you to look past the horizon of your current limitations and see the vast territory I have prepared for you to occupy. Speak to the mountains of debt and command them to be cast into the sea. My power is flowing through your faith. Do not waver. Do not let the whispers of the enemy convince you that you are forgotten. You are engraved on the palms of my hands. Every tear you have shed over your finances has been collected in my bottle. Today, those tears are being turned into seeds of joy. Prepare your heart for the suddenness of my move. It will happen in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, when you least expect it but need it the most. I am your Jehovah Jireh. I am the God who sees and provides. This is your hour of visitation. This is your moment of release. Breathe in my peace and exhale the anxiety. I am standing at the door of your house with the keys to every locked vault. Enter into my rest, for the work is being finished by my hand. I am your Father, and it is my good pleasure to give you the kingdom. This financial miracle is but a token of the infinite treasures I have in store for you. Walk with your head held high, for you are the child of the King, and the King's treasury is open to you. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland of your bank account. Do not let your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. The walls of Jericho that stood between you and your financial freedom are crumbling at the sound of your praise. I am sending angels of prosperity to go before you and level the crooked places. They are breaking the gates of bronze and cutting through the bars of iron to give you the treasures of darkness and riches stored in secret places. This is the hour of the great exchange. My abundance for your lack, my peace for your turmoil, my certainty for your doubt. I am the God of the 11th hour, the one who arrives right on time to turn the tide. Your testimony will be a beacon of hope to those who are currently where you once were. You will tell them of the day the cloud broke and the rain of my provision fell. You will tell them of the specific bill that seemed impossible and how I made it vanish like mist in the morning sun. I am clothing you with a garment of praise instead of a spirit of heaviness. Your home will ring with the sound of laughter and thanksgiving. No longer will the dinner table be a place of quiet stress as you calculate your remaining cents. It will be a place of celebration where my name is exalted. I am the Lord, and I change not. As I provided manna in the desert and oil for the widow, I am providing for you. This is my covenant promise, and I am watchful over my word to perform it. Rest now, my child. The breakthrough has already been released in the heavens, and its manifestation is racing toward your physical reality. Believe, receive, and be made whole in every area of your life. I am stirring the waters of your life even now, and the ripples of my favor are reaching the very edges of your household. You have felt the weight of that one specific obligation for so long that you have almost forgotten what it feels like to breathe without a heavy chest. But I am the God who unburdens the weary. I am the one who takes the yoke of financial bondage and breaks it into pieces. Hear my voice today. The season of staring at that number with fear is over. That paper that has represented your struggle is being transformed into a receipt of payment. I am moving behind the scenes, speaking to hearts you have never met, opening accounts you did not know existed, and aligning the stars of my providence to converge at your front door. Do not look to the left or to the right. Look only to me. For your help does not come from the systems of this world, nor does it come from the strength of your own hands alone. It comes from me, the Creator of heaven and earth, who owns the cattle on 1,000 hills and the gold and silver in every hidden vein of the earth. I am not limited by the economy of man. I am not restricted by the laws of scarcity. I am the God of more than enough, and I am pouring out a surplus that will cause you to wonder. This miracle is not just for the survival of your flesh, but for the restoration of your soul. I want you to walk with your head held high, knowing that you are the child of the King. The shame that has tried to attach itself to your name because of your lack is being washed away by my mercy. I am restoring your dignity. I am restoring your peace. I am restoring the years that the locusts of debt have eaten. Watch as I work. Watch as the doors that were once bolted shut suddenly swing wide on hinges of grace. I am sending a financial wind to blow through your life, carrying away the dust of poverty and leaving behind the fragrance of my abundance. This is your hour of visitation. This is the moment when the impossible becomes your testimony. I declare over you right now that every hindrance is removed, every delay is canceled, every obstacle is leveled. The path to your provision is being made straight and clear. You will not have to struggle for this, you will only have to receive it. My love for you is the fuel for this miracle. I do not provide because you are perfect, but because I am faithful. I do not give because you have earned it, but because I have promised it. Lean into my embrace and let the anxiety melt away. The check is in the mail, the deposit is being processed, the person is being prompted, and the breakthrough is knocking. I am the God who answers before you even finish calling. I am the God who sees the end from the beginning, and I have already seen you standing on the other side of this mountain, praising me with a full heart and empty debts. You are moving from a place of asking how you will survive to a place of showing others what I have done. This is the shift. This is the turning point. Receive the peace that surpasses all understanding. Receive the joy that is your strength. Receive the miracle that has your name written upon it. Your house will no longer be a house of worry, but a house of worship. Your lineage will no longer be a lineage of lack, but a lineage of legacy. I am doing a new thing, and it springs forth now. Can you not see it? It is the dawn of your financial freedom, and the light is beautiful. My hand is upon you, and my grace is sufficient. The bill is paid, the debt is canceled, and your future is bright with the glow of my glory. I am your provider, your sustainer, and your everlasting Father. Trust me, for I am already there, waiting for you in the land of your fulfillment. Behold, I am the God of the sudden shift. Just as the sun breaks through the darkest clouds without warning, so shall my provision illuminate your life. I am touching the ledgers of your creditors. I am whispering your name into the ears of those who have the power to bless you. I am creating a divine bypass around every system that has said no to you. Where there was a wall, I am making a bridge. Where there was a desert, I am opening a spring. You have fasted, you have prayed, and you have sowed in tears. Now you shall reap in joy. I am the God of the 11th hour, yet I am never late. My timing is perfect, crafted by an infinite wisdom that knows exactly when you need the breakthrough most. I am looking at that specific bill, the one that keeps you awake, the one that makes your heart race when you see the envelope. I am breathing my life upon it, and it will be settled. It will be marked paid in full, not by your might, but by my spirit. I am releasing a wave of supernatural favor that will not only cover that bill, but will leave a residue of blessing for everything else. You will have enough to give, enough to save, and enough to live. I am breaking the generational cycle of just getting by. I am leading you into a spacious place where there is no room for lack. Feel the atmosphere of your home changing. The heaviness is lifting. The air is becoming lighter. The shadows of what if are being chased away by the reality of I am. I am your shepherd, you shall not want. I am your fortress, you shall not be moved. I am your source, you shall not run dry. I see the secret places of your heart where you have wondered if I have forgotten you. I tell you, a mother may forget her nursing child, but I will never forget you. You are engraved on the palms of my hands. Every concern of yours is a concern of mine. Your financial health is part of your wholeness, and I desire for you to be whole. I am sending an angel of provision to stand guard over your household, to block the devourer and to usher in the harvest. Do not let your heart be troubled. You have entered the sanctuary of my promise. Here, there is no room for doubt. Here, there is only the certainty of my word. I am speaking to the north, the south, the east, and the west, commanding your blessings to find you. They are hunting you down, they are overtaking you. You will be surprised by the ease of it. You will be stunned by the speed of it. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord. This is your portion. Rest in the knowledge that I am working. Even as you sleep, I am arranging the details. Even as you go about your day, I am clearing the path. Your part is to trust. Your part is to keep your heart open. Your part is to prepare the song of praise that will erupt from your lips. For the miracle is no longer a perhaps or a maybe. It is a yes and an amen in my presence. I am the Lord who heals your finances. I am the Lord who restores your peace. I am the Lord who makes a way where there is no way. Walk forward in confidence, for the victory is already yours. The weight you have carried is not yours to bear any longer, for I have taken the yoke of that specific debt upon my own shoulders. Do you not see the shift in the spiritual atmosphere around your household? There is a fragrance of rain even in the midst of your dry season. I am moving behind the scenes in ways your natural eyes cannot yet perceive, but your spirit knows it is true. I am speaking to the ledgers of your life. I am touching the hearts of those who hold the keys to your release. That specific bill, the one that has kept you awake in the silence of the midnight hour, the one that has caused your heart to race and your breath to tighten, it is being handled by the hand that holds the stars. I am the God of the sudden turn, the God of the unexpected provision. I do not need 1,000 ways to bless you. I only need one moment of your obedience and one touch of my favor. I am breathing upon your finances, and where there was stagnation, there shall be a rushing wind of abundance. Where there was a deficit, there shall be a surplus that overflows into the lives of others. You have wondered how it would happen, looking at the numbers and the deadlines, but I tell you, do not look at the calendar, Look at my countenance. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning of your need and the total completion of your provision. I am orchestrating a divine alignment. I am moving people you have never met to act on your behalf. I am opening doors that were bolted shut by the enemy's hand. This is not a slow trickle. It is a dam breaking. I am releasing the storehouses of heaven because you have honored me with your trust. I am watching over my word to perform it, and my word says that I will supply all your needs according to my riches in glory. Not according to the economy of this world, not according to your salary, and not according to your past mistakes, but according to my limitless riches. I am wiping away the stain of poverty from your bloodline. I am breaking the cycle of just enough and ushering you into the era of more than enough. I want you to walk through your home today and declare peace over every room. Speak to your mailbox and tell it to prepare for good news. Speak to your bank account and command it to receive the harvest of your seeds. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a child of the Most High King. I am sending a miracle that is tailored specifically for your situation. It will be so precise that you will know without a shadow of a doubt that it was my hand and mine alone. I am doing this to show you my love, to prove my faithfulness, and to silence the voice of the accuser who said I had forgotten you. I have never forgotten you. Your name is engraved on the palms of my hands. Every tear you dropped over that bill was collected in my bottle. Every prayer you whispered in desperation was heard in the highest courts of heaven. And now, the decree has been issued. The release has been signed. The angels of provision have been dispatched to your address. They are carrying the breakthrough you need. Do not let your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. I am the God who fed the 5,000 with a few loaves and fish, and I am the same God who will settle your accounts today. I am multiplying what you have. I am stretching your resources. I am causing your creditors to show you favor they cannot explain. You will receive a phone call, an email, or a letter that changes everything. You will see a credit where there was a charge. You will see a cancellation of debt that defies logic. This is the hour of your visitation. Receive it now. Breathe in the peace of my presence and exhale the anxiety of the world. I am your provider, your Jireh, your all-sufficient one. The struggle is ending and the testimony is beginning. You will tell of my goodness to your children and your children's children. You will say, I was at the end of my rope, but the Lord reached down and lifted me up. I am not just paying a bill, I am restoring your dignity. I am not just covering a cost, I am uncovering a destiny. Walk in the joy of the Lord, for that is your strength. The miracle is not coming, it has arrived. It is knocking at your door. Open it with a shout of praise. For I am the Lord your God, and I delight in the prosperity of my servants. Rest now, my beloved, for the work is finished. My child, as you sit in the stillness of this moment, feel the shift in the atmosphere around you. The heaviness that has occupied the corners of your home is dissipating like mist before the rising sun. You have looked at those numbers, those statements, those demands for payment, and you have felt a constriction in your chest that you have hidden from the world. But I am the God who breathes life into dry bones and brings water from the rock in the middle of a parched desert. I have seen the way you have tried to stretch every cent, the way you have sacrificed your own needs to ensure others were cared for. Your selflessness has not gone unnoticed in the courts of heaven. Today, the divine ledger is being balanced in your favor. I am releasing a wave of financial restoration that will not only cover the bill that looms over you, but will also create a reservoir for your future. I am the God of the suddenly. Just as I turned the water into wine when the supply ran dry, I am turning your scarcity into a surplus that will overflow. You have felt as though you were walking through a narrow valley, but I am leading you into a wide-open space. I am the master of timing. I am never late, even when you feel the clock is ticking against you. The pressure you feel is the birth pangs of your breakthrough. Do not give in to the temptation of fear, for fear is a liar that whispers of a future I have not authored. My story for you is one of victory and abundance. I am placing my favor upon you like a shield. When people look at you, they will see a grace they cannot explain. They will see a peace that defies your circumstances. This miracle is entering your home not through a crack in the door, but through the wide-open gates of my promise. I am speaking to the hearts of bankers, creditors, and supervisors on your behalf. I am causing your name to be brought up in rooms you have never entered. I am orchestrating a series of divine coincidences that will lead directly to your provision. You will see a credit appear where there was a charge. You will see a letter of discharge for a debt you thought would take years to pay. I am clearing the path of every obstacle that has hindered your financial progress. This specific bill, the one that has been a thorn in your side, is being plucked out by my hand. I am replacing that stress with a supernatural rest. As this miracle manifests, use it as a testimony. Let it be the evidence of my faithfulness that you share with the doubting and the brokenhearted. Show them that I am still the God who performs wonders. I am not just giving you money, I am giving you a new perspective. I am breaking the generational spirit of poverty that has tried to claim your lineage. From this day forward, the language of your household will change from "we cannot afford it" to "our God provides." Your children will grow up in an environment of security, knowing that their Father in heaven is reliable. I am healing the relationship you have with your resources. I am teaching you to steward the overflow with wisdom and generosity. This is not the end of the journey, but a new beginning. You are entering a season of ease where the work of your hands will be blessed beyond measure. The struggle that defined your past will not define your future. I am making all things new. Breathe in this truth. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are the apple of my eye, and I have engraved your name on the palms of my hands. Your financial breakthrough is a manifestation of my covenant love. It is a physical sign of a spiritual reality that you are deeply, irrevocably cared for. So let the anxiety fall away. Let the tension in your shoulders release. The check is in the mail. The transfer is being processed. The decision has been reversed. The miracle has crossed the threshold of your home. It is sitting at your table. It is filling your cupboards. It is paying your debts. Receive this word as a seed that will bear fruit instantly. I am the Lord your God, and I am your source. Everything you need is found in me, and I am pouring it out upon you now. Rest in me, for the battle is won and the victory is yours. My child, you have prayed for a way out, but I am providing a way through and a way up. This specific bill is merely a giant that I am toppling for you. Look at it one last time and say goodbye to the worry it caused. It is being settled in the heavenly places even as I speak. You are stepping into a life of freedom, where your focus can finally shift from survival to the destiny I have prepared for you. I am opening the windows of heaven and pouring out a blessing you will not have room enough to receive. Trust me. Believe me. It is done.